Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, everybody. So if you want to come on, you can, it's on my timeline and in the link here is here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Oops. My mic, gotta change the batteries again. What's this? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. All right, there we go. Krishna Hare Hare. Start with another song here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama 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 Hare Hare. Link is on my timeline or in the chat here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If you want to come on. Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, my Lord. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Woo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna. Woo! Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama. Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, oh my Lord Krishna. Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gauda Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gauda Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Ooh. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Oh, my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda. Woo, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Krishna. Ooh. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Ooh. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh my Lord Krishna! Woo! Krishna, woo! Krishna, Krishna, ha! Hare Krishna, Hare, oh my Lord Krishna! You're here. Ah, great. Hare Krishna. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, yeah, Krishna. Woo! Yeah, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Gauranga. Yeah. Krishna. 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare. Krishna Gauranga, Hare Krishna. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, okay. All right, I'm going to rest my voice a little bit. It's so ecstatic. You know, I got these realizations that are really great. You know, I love this collecting treasure today. You know, it's really nice. You know, it's so simple. It's really, really simple. it's to be in Krishna, in his name, which is him, and for him to be in you. See? That's the simple truth. That's why the Lord says, this is the most feasible way of salvation in this age of Kali, to be in the Lord, be in the name. See? And to speed it up is you got to need the name in you. You got to feel the Lord in you also. And then it's perfect. Now you got a rasa dance. See? That's the rasa dance. You're in the Lord's name, which is him. And he's in you. You feel that special love, special devotion, special happiness, special. And your life is perfect. See, that's our work here, is not only to be in the name, but that name to be in you. See? Lord Chaitanya, when his devotees came to him in Navadvip, he said, you love me. See, I'm in you. Therefore, I don't have any money to give you, but I'll give you myself because I'm already in you, because you're in me and I'm in you. See? Therefore, now you can sell me at any price. Distribute me at any price. See, you need those devotees that are not only in the name, but that name is in them, where that transcendental bliss is in them, that ecstasy. That means the Lord has given himself to them. That's why I'm so happy to see these bhakti babes here, man, where Krishna's in them, and Christina and Govinda and Lalita Ganga and everybody, You feel it. You feel like, wow, man, I'm in Sadhu Sangha and we're in Krishna, because all I'm doing is I'm just being in Krishna, and you're there and you're in Krishna. How do you feel, man? You feeling purified? You feeling uplifted? You feeling better? Oh, that's because of Krishna's grace. See? So we overturn the tables of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, everybody's in me, but I'm not in them. See? So he's in his unmanifested form in this world. See, but his name is him, his transcendental form. And when we can be in that name, and then that name is in us, okay, there we go. Now the Lord is in us, and now the Lord is in the world. Like Lalita Ganga said in her class today, we need more of that, more of those kind of people. Because we've got a lot of demons coming out now, you notice? Yeah, they're all out there. They're manifesting now. They're actually materializing. They're showing them now. That's all this time. This is the time, man. This is the epic battle, man. Isn't it amazing? What a time to be born. Epic battle, man. Krishna loves battles. It's his pastimes. Best Kali Yuga to be in, man. Best time, man. We were born for this. We came for this, man. The reason for this. Be in the name is in us. That's our work here. Anybody interested out there? Any Uvites interested? You've been in the name for 5, 10, 20 years. Is the name in you? Can you feel the ecstatic bliss of that name? Are you crying? Are you laughing? Or do you want more of that? Do you feel a little time sometimes? Do you want more? Are you a bit hindered by these people that want to take you out, these gurus who want to take you over the cliff? They want to get rid of you. Yeah, come over here, man. That's where it's at, man. The party's here. Come on, join the party. Right, Christina? Isn't this the party? It's fabulous. Singing, dancing, and ecstasy. Yeah, follow. I ain't going to tell you to take a shot. What do you need a shot for? What is it? What's the problem? Oh, I'm going to take it for everybody's benefit, but then you die and they die from taking the shot. They're lying to you, man. Demons lie. There's all a bunch of liars out there now. Come on, man. Come over here. We have protection of the. Can you imagine? The Lord is in us. You don't think he's going to protect us? Come on, man. He knows his own game. He knows his own Maya. His Maya is subservient. We're under his protection. He shows us, oh, you see this bullshit, man? Look at this. These gurus, they don't have my protection. Look at them. They believe in they call it the science. Yeah, the PhDs ain't protecting them, is it? We're protected by Krishna's ecstatic self, him, personally in us. The living God. He's alive. Woo, and dancing, rasa dancing. Yeah. You want to rasa dance? That means you got to be in the Lord. He's got to be in you. There you go. Now we got to dance of rasa, man. Something fantastic is going to come of it. Special blessings for everybody. That's why this Kali Yuga is so glorious. You know why? Because Krishna came. He doesn't come in every Kali Yuga. And Lord Chaitanya came to even make it more glorious. Radha and Krishna both came in this Kali Yuga. That's why it's glorious. This time is glorious, man. You can feel it. It is glorious. You know, all this stuff. I see all these people crying. This is terrible. Well, come over here. You start crying like, in ecstasy. You want to cry that way? Well, stay in the world. Stay under these gurus even. You'll cry a lot. But there won't be the kind of tears that devotees cry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. It's all who you believe, man. Why not believe experienced devotees? Why not experience the experts? And it's so easy to become an expert. You come into the right place. Come under the cloud where that shower of bhakti is. Yeah, Krishna makes you an expert. Look at Krishna. Didn't study the Vedas or anything. She's experts. You know, experienced devotee, attractive. You know, solid, man. Don't distract me. I just want to be with Krishna. Now that's intelligence. Don't touch me. I'm only touched by Krishna. This Krishna, you touch me with your transcendental hand. Squeeze me and squeeze all that Maya out. Give me your transcendental squeeze and squeeze that Maya out, that illusion. So there will be more of you in me. You, the real you, not this modes garbage. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. All right, how about some Lalita, what is it, Lalita Madhava by Rupa Goswami. Let's try this out. So Rupa starts out his play. He says, the beautiful moonlight glories of Mukunda, the beautiful moonlight glories of Mukunda give distress to the lotus-like faces of the wives of the demons. See, the wives of the demons are those who serve the demons. See, the wife's duty is to serve her master. See? So that's how people get contaminated. See, they're serving the demons. Demons are very tricky. They lie and cheat. They have lotus-like faces like Putana, but they're not lotus at all. You know, this is the Lord's Maya. See, you got to learn Maya Tattva. You got to be with a real devotee, man, that has Krishna in them, God in them. See, and the Lord illuminates his Maya. See, you see that? You know, ooh, that's not a real lotus-like face there. That's a Putana.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh, the sound. Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Jai Shri Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
dear Govinda,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Shri Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
We're back. Yeah, internet connection. We're in a new place now. Okay. The beautiful moonlight glories of Mukunda give distress to the lotus-like faces of the wives of the demons and their raised breasts. That's why you got to come to Sadhu Sangha and get married to Krishnas. in his spiritual form, spiritual potency, Shuddha Bhakti, man. That's where it's at. No time to waste now. No time to waste. What are you hanging out in all these preliminary things all your life? Come on, wake up. It's time to get God. It's the only thing that's going to save us. These gurus can't save you. They're going under themselves. They also need to be saved. They all need to come here. Otherwise, you're going to follow. They're serving. They're the wives of the demons, man. By their service, they're saying the same thing that these demons are saying. Oh yeah, the science says go take your shot, man. Hey, man, this is wrong. This is not right. This is, it's right if you follow that program. Come on, come marry Krishna, everybody. Be protected by your husband, the real husband. Lord Chaitanya said the order of Krishna is to chant his name always. And with feeling, especially. Otherwise, look, it's not enough. These guys, I don't even believe they're chanting much. No taste. They don't even look like they're chanting. Even... So anyway, which are like gleaming chakravaka birds. See, gleaming. Those, they're really shiny, everything light, but it's not real, man. It's all illusion. It's their mystic power. The demons, they create illusions. See, but illusion can't touch. We got to see the moonlight glories, man. The moonlight glories. They're cooling, right? Lord Chaitanya's glories, his name, it cools us, purifies us, washes us from the inside. Okay? Yeah. So those glories, however, are pleasing to all his devotees. They're pleasing. Why? Because the Lord, we're purified enough that when the Lord is in us, we're not freaking out, man. It's like, oh, well, this is so wonderful to have the Lord in here, So for a time, when the Lord is in there, false ego fights. There's a fight in there, going on. And then Krishna eventually wins, kicks out this dirt. It's what it is. It's like, kind of dirty stuff. Get rid of it. I like a clean place. Like the washing of the Kundicha temple was that. That's your heart, man. Everybody, listen up. Washing the Kundicha temple is not some external thing. It's your own heart. See, the Lord does it with his devotees. The bona fide spiritual master cleans from the outside. The real devotees clean from the outside. See? And then by their association, the Lord starts to activate. The gardener starts to work in your heart, and he cleans from the inside. And the Lord does the most work, actually, easily. Gets the most dirt out. Until you make that point, the cleaning from the outside to activate this spiritual Lord in your hearts, he's got to be in you to start the cleaning. Otherwise, there's no cleaning that goes on. You just remain a wife of the demons, thinking that they're really good for you, teaching you things that are bad for you that are not good for you. Or the demigods, you follow them too. They also, unless they're pure devotees have this special gift, they're also illusioned. They don't know about this. Bhakti is the greatest mystery and secret. And the Lord only gives it to those he marries. Those he inside. It's not enough this Brahman level realizing all that speculation they do. No, you got to get the true Lord, man. True love is the true Lord. Right? It's all got to be true, truth. You notice Jesus said truth will set you free. Yeah, this is the truth. The true Lord is the truth. The true Lord living inside you is the truth that has to happen. If that's not happening, there's no rasa dance. Right? In the rasa dance, there's two, right? You think it's only external? No. Yeah, there's the Lord and there's the devotee. They're together. Well, that's supposed to happen inside you. There's got to be the Lord awaiting, the real Lord, not the unmanifested Lord in the modes of nature, not even goodness. No, no, no. The transcendental Lord has to be in you. See, and you got to be communing, connecting with that transcendental Lord through like chanting, hearing, practically. See, communing. All right, now there's a dance because you're in the Lord, He's in you. There you go. That's union with the absolute eternal truth, ultimate truth, unified, union, connection, communion, communication now. This is a best friend. Why is it? How do you know Krishna's your best friend? Only when you're in communication with Krishna. When you're communicating with that transcendental Lord. Then you know, oh yeah, this is my best friend, man. Wow. This is the best relationship I've ever had. My goodness, what a relationship, man. I've been looking for this for eons, millions of lifetimes. Those glories, however, are pleasing to all his devotees. See, are you pleased when you hear the truth? Are you pleased when you hear Guru Tattva, the truth about Guru? Or are you not happy? Oh, I don't like this. Oh, this is my Guru Dev, who's lining me up for the shot. He's the pure devotee, man. He's really, oh yeah, I see. See, it's not pleasing to you to have the truth, man. See? Or Maya Tattva, these demons, they're all over the place. They lie, they cheat, and everything like this. You want to hear the truth about them? That you're, a lot of people, they don't want to hear. A lot of devotees don't tell about the government. We want to follow the government. We want to follow the politicians now. We believe in the CDC. Oh, you do. You believe in. You're a wife of them. See, you're bonded to who you serve and believe in. I don't believe in any of that. Yeah, that's why you see ecstasy here, man. Because I don't have any faith in the Maya. If you have faith in Maya, she'll get you, man. Hey, secret, don't have faith in Maya, man. If you come here, you're confronted. You're confronted with a person who has no faith in bogus gurus. And I say bogus, if you can't deliver your disciples, you're bogus, man. You're a liar. You're a hypocrite. That's the truth. My Jesus Christ, who's my master, he called them hypocrites and liars and snakes. That's what they are. Snaky. You're a snake, man. You want this ecstasy? If not, you won't get it because you'll believe in them. And they'll take the Putana in them will take it from you because she's the baby bhakti eater. Did you know that? Baby bhakti. Do you think it's just physical babies? No. It's worse than that. What did Jesus Christ say? Don't fear those who can destroy the body. No. Fear those who can destroy your soul. That's the baby bhakti eaters. That's these gurus who are not qualified. And then you come to Krishna often because you have some bhakti there. And all of a sudden it's gone. Where did it go? It's probably eaten up. See? So, hey, man, you want to be ecstatic? Do you want this? This is real, man. This is the only real thing. You don't got this, you're in some level of illusion. Some level of illusion, man. You're bewildered. So it's that kind of time, man. What do you believe in, man? Are you ready to check this out? To really look? Are you really want your soul saved? You want to see if God is really here? I mean, I don't like blind believers. Come check it out, man. Come listen to these things. See if you don't see something that is unbelievably amazing. Hear things that are unbelievably amazing that you've never heard before. Check it out. If not, you just don't care about your own soul. You don't care. Indifferent. Oh yeah, live or die. I don't give a shit about me, myself, my life, living eternally. Just tell me what to do. I'll just comply with whatever is I'm told to do by the authorities. What did Jesus Christ say? My kingdom is not of this world. See? Yeah, that's the kind of preaching you get here. Are you ready for it? We got no time to waste, man. It's coming down fast, you notice? Rolling fast. That's why we're rolling fast too, man, with the truth. Truth will set you free, man. It's solid. It's strong. So Shamaguri says, Dear Gurudev, I feel bliss and love in my heart now more and more, thanks to all of you helping me. Yeah, you got Sadhu Sangha here. Isn't that amazing? This is a privilege. This is a boon of the Lord for all of us. So we can get through all of this crapola out here nowadays. It's a protection. It's a quickening. It's a purification. It's a true love awakening, man. You know, more and more. That's how it is. See, this is the place bhakti can grow because we're weeding out every day. Weeding out are lies, man. I don't believe in lies, man. No, truth, man. You know, that's why I say you people that may say, well, why are you talking about the gurus? Hey, man, we want a real guru now. Hey, man, truth. Truth. Truth will set you free. Who is the real guru? In Gaudiya Vaishnava, spiritual master can deliver you. Didn't Prabhupada say that? Are you like that? Or why are you leading people over a cliff? Why are you telling them what these other the masses there of the why are you part of the mass media now? Do you notice? Isn't that what they're doing? They're part of the mass media. The mass media, they're serving the illusion. They're serving the demons. They're the wives of these gurus. Hell with you, man. That's where you're going. And anybody who follows you, because they're your wife, man, they believe in you. Where are people going who believe this preaching here? Look at them. Look at Lalita Ganga, huh? Look at Govinda. Look at Christina who believes this preaching. They're going into ecstasy. Make your choice. You want to go into fear, panic, lies, and be led over a cliff? Go that way. Or find where Krishna's really working. Here. Delivering people, making Krishna awakened in your heart so that when you chant Krishna's name, you feel him in your heart awakening. You're living in that transcendental substance of bliss and ecstasy. Too much truth? Too bad. It's going to get more truthful here. Yeah. You show me in Prabhupada's books where this is not confirmed. When you're ready to be delivered, you meet the bona fide spiritual master, and the way of transcendental experience opens up to you. Okay? That all comes true. This is the place where Krishna grows. Transcendental Krishna, not the modes, not the unmanifested form of the Lord, not Varnashram Dharma. That's the modes of nature. Even goodness is still modi, man. Darkness, it's a covering over that. No, this is where transcendental Krishna grows in your heart, and you feel it. You feel now, for the first time, I'm making real progress in life. Feeling the Lord awakening and increasing every day. There you go. Now you found the zone. Stay there. Don't be bewildered by the Chakravata gleaming chests out there with their pride. Oh, what are you doing at Gohari Sangha? He's not a real this. And don't believe the baloney. That's all it is. That's why by see everything you learn what the Shastras really mean by equal faith in the bona fide spiritual master and Krishna. All the purports of the Vedas are revealed. See, not, well, I believe in Krishna, but I don't believe in a real guru because I listen to the gleaming chakravaka breaths of these wives of the demons who are the servants of the demons still. I don't care if they're in religion and Vaishnavism, in the Vatican, they're all coming out, man, because this is the time. Just like bhakti is coming out, the truth is coming out, the illusion is coming out, and we're at war. This is an info war, the truth against the illusion, and you know who's going to win. This is the Lord's pastime. He likes a little good battle, man. He likes to flex his muscles like a workout, you know. It's pastime. He has fun doing this. I have fun. This is fun speaking about truth. Playfully liberate people. Why, you think I'm serious? It's all a joke, man. That's why we laugh. What do you think? What do you think this laughing's all about? When Krishna appears, it's a big like, you see what's going on. Laughing and crying and all that good stuff. May those glories forever give pleasure to you all. See, forever, and they do. See, once this is why this is a one-way trip, man. Once we get tasting these glories of Krishna, man, it's one way. It's just you just go on forever. See, it's not like with the world. You need one movie after another movie after another movie because you get bored, man. That's why you read a book in the bookstore. There are thousands and millions of books they make, right? And then you read one and you bring it back to the bookshop because it's, oh well, finish with that. It's boring, man. Limited. But the glories of the Lord, you take this, I've read this verse so many times, and so many gleaming, beautiful things coming out of it. See, you get the real gleam. See, you glean the truth out of it. Give pleasure to you all forever. Isn't that nice? Well, that's what we do here, man. Can you tell? Every day, 4 hours of classes until the body gets, like, okay, man, you gotta take a break, man. Go to the toilet, do this and that, Move, exercise, and then back to it again. Yeah. What else we got here? The title Prabhupada was given to him because of his unflinching faith in Guru. Yeah, but deeper than that is the result of unflinching faith in Guru and Krishna. He had both, not just Guru and Krishna. Because by the mercy of Krishna you get Guru, and by the mercy of Guru you get the real Krishna. Okay? See, and the title Prabhupada is given because you're an actual example of that. You're an example, whether you got this in this life or a previous life. Like now, I never got it. I've never found one person I could really have faith in. Honestly, I checked them all out. I couldn't say anybody but Prabhupada's book. But not everybody is like that. Because I had instant ecstasy even with Jesus's book. So that's the relationship I've had from before. I mean, just immediate, instant faith in Prabhupada, instant faith in the God of Jesus and the God of Prabhu. Instant. And then I was instantly ecstasy. See, that's proof. So you either get that in this life. That's why most don't have that yet. They're still trying to figure out. They have faith in Krishna, which is great. They're still figuring out who is the real guru, man. What are the real qualities? See, this is the finishing touch we're doing here. Because when you get this figured out here and you get really clear about this, and you see, why Gora has no fear of like slapping around these gurus, man. Why does he have no fear? Why is he always getting ecstatic? Even though these gleaming Chakravaka birds are, you see how offensive Gohari, he's such an offender. They don't have any of this kind of ecstasy, but why do I? Because I got the truth about them. I got the goods on them. I know who they are. And when you're like this, you'll become as ecstatic as this because you'll have faith in the real guru and not the bullshitters. Pretty intense, huh? That's what it takes now. Most of you got faith in Krishna, right? Shamagora, you got faith in Krishna. You got faith in Prabhupada. But you have faith in a living representative of the Parambara. This is where it's got to be delivered and to be ecstatic. And in the rasa dance, in this life, and not many lives like these guys have been telling everybody. You want it this life? Listen to this preaching well. Observe well. And you'll understand. Why is Gohari always ecstatic even though he's poo-pooing all this other bullshitters out there? Telling them where they are. It's not offense, it's called discrimination. Hey man, they ain't there. They can't deliver you. Why are they hypocritically saying they can? Or taking obeisances from their disciples and they're not worthy to be on the altar. Why are they doing that? See? Why are you believing in that? That's not equal faith in Guru and Krishna because they're not the real one. You got to have equal faith in the bona fide representative of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda and Radha and Krishna. When you got equal faith in the real Guru, solid, then you won't be deviated by Maya. Okay? Then you'll be ecstatic. Steady. Without being deviated by faith in illusions, faith in illusionists. They're coming out, man. Look at them. They're standing up. Oh, we believe in the science of the bullshitters, man. Take your shot, like, Well, they're going, and so will those follow them over the cliff. Bodily. Well, you get another chance sometime. But anyway, you missed this chance. This is a chance, isn't it? Isn't it amazing? Lord Chaitanya's mercy is here. His love of God is here. In this Sangha, man, manifest. You show me anywhere where you see so much ecstasy. Show me one friggin' place. Show me one place that's like this. Like Lord Chaitanya's pastimes revived again. One place. If you do, well, you got another place where the Lord is, but I haven't seen it. Otherwise, we got the monopoly. I mean, it'd be nice. We need more people that are really connected to Lord Chaitanya, but you can't have faith in these liars and cheaters in our Vaishnava line. They're anarthas, man. That's the truth. It's an anartha. It's hypocrisy. It's not conclusive. It's inconclusive if you're not a bona fide spiritual master that can deliver your disciple because you have Krishna in you, the spiritual Krishna in you. If that's happening, you'll have the symptoms that Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda had and their followers. They cried, they laughed, they choked up. If you're not like that, you're not a bona fide representative in our line. Yeah, you'll either love this or like, oh my God, run away, one of the two. It's scary. It's like a Nishingadev thing, huh? Don't blame me. I'm just the body, man, but the Lord he's the roar, man. Don't blame him sometime. Everybody blames me. This is Gohar. He's doing it. No, not the Das is just, it's just saying, I'm just getting what I asked for. I said, Lord, have your way. And he says, okay, are you sure? Yeah, go ahead. I know it's going to be intense. They're going to blame me for everything, but go ahead. But I like to roar. That's all right. Go ahead, roar away, man. As long as I have a throat lozenge around, then I. You got to see the uncommonness of the Lord's pastimes. This is definitely uncommon. What's going on here? Yeah. All right, that's just text 1. Let's go to text 2. Let us offer our respectful obeisances. See, the qualities of the deliverers in this world, they have to be like with the Shastras. Sometimes they're hard like a thunderbolt and sometimes soft like a flower. See, that's just the nature of the Lord and his representatives. They represent him. He's like that. Hard like a thunderbolt and sometimes soft like a flower. Okay. If you don't have these qualities, then the Lord ain't using you in his transcendental potency. That's why the Lord doesn't just manifest all the time, because people can't take it. They can't take the true nature of the Lord. They're too contaminated usually. Anyway, the Lord, when this, this thing that Prabhupada said that has my approval, this was a big thing. He's saying, go ahead and release this thing that's usually kept hidden, that he kept hidden, that Bhakti Siddhanta kept hidden, Bhakti Vinod kept hidden. You release that now. It's time. All the books are out. People have had their chance to follow Vaidhi to the point. They had their dry chanting. They followed these kind of gurus, and not getting the ultimate result. You show them. Look at people coming to you. They're getting darshan of Krishna. You show them. They get darshan of Krishna. They chant in ecstasy. Krishna comes in them and lives in their heart, and they can see, even though people don't acknowledge or don't understand and all that, still it's there. You bring that. That's your work, man. That's my order to you. You do more of this. See? Anybody who really wants awakening, you want Krishna living, you want to marry Krishna, you come here, that's going to happen, man. You may not like the purification for a while, but if you really want Krishna, he'll come in you and he'll squeeze all that garbage out of you. You don't even have to do anything. He'll just start getting, he comes in there, gives you a transcendental squeeze, and all the garbage comes out. So just don't grab it. Just let it come out. Surrender to that. Wow, I'm in the right place. All the garbage is coming out of me. If you try to squeeze it out of yourself, that's what they do. Squeeze the garbage out of you by your rules and regulations, and you're trying to reach an artan of vritti. You squeeze it. Isn't it better to let the Lord, let him jump into your heart by being here and accepting this preaching? Consciously, intelligently, by really observing it, and just let him squeeze it out of you. It's a lot easier. Otherwise, you'll be lifetimes trying to squeeze this garbage that we've accumulated. Let him come in our heart and start cleaning, like in the Gundicha temple. See, what did Jesus say? I'm the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. That's bona fide spiritual master. See, true vine is here. And this preaching is the true word. It's the transcendental word of the Lord coming here. I have faith in it. That's why I stay here, ecstatic. See? And my Father is the gardener also. It's the way it is. You got to connect to the true vine. These other vines aren't true. If they are, then the gardener would jump in and you'd feel the cleaner. The cleaner comes in and mops up the mess. See? The Lord, my Lord, is the cleaner. Ever see those movies? The cleaner comes in. There's blood all over the place. See, this is our inside. There's blood all over the place, man. There's garbage all over. It's this demon's been in there and just made a mess of everything. The modes. So the Lord comes in. You find the real vine. That's the bona fide spiritual master, man. And then the Lord, oh, you come the right way? Okay, I'll give myself to you also. A lot of people, they run away. They don't want to be the clean. You ever see that? We have a couple of those. Mina's one of them. She runs away. She didn't want to go through the cleaning. That's really the essence. Oh, I shouldn't have named a name. Too bad. It's your only chance. You're an old lady, man. You might as well hear the truth, and maybe there's a chance for you to come back. It's just not wanting to do the cleaning. You know, if you want to, no, I'll keep the mess. Okay, well, you know, there are a lot of slobs out there, transcendental slobs. You know, that's what it is. You don't want to clean. You don't want the cleaning to come. All you have to do is come here, and you'll be cleaned of all the false ego stuff and all the wanting to be a big teacher in the world and that you know better than what's going on here. That's all false ego, man. Needs to be cleaned up. You know, then you get more Krishna. Otherwise, you dry up like a prune. It's just everything that Jesus said, because he's a bona fide spiritual master. He said the right thing happens here. You depart, Jesus said, you depart from me. That means you depart from that word, that sadhu sangha, that commitment, that shiksha. Then you'll become like a branch. See, you look like a branch. You look like a devotee, outstretched. See, before the world, look at me, but you're withered and dry. Isn't that what she is and others like that? This is your chance. That's the only reason I say it. Lord Chaitanya named names to help people also, because they've got to be named. Because if I name these people, the demons come out of them. Isn't that what even the Vatican knows that? You got to name what's going on, the contamination, and where it is. And then it comes out. That's why the Lord would name this Prakrishananda Saraswati. See, in that place, he's against my form. Named a name. Okay? And the guy became a pure devotee. Devananda Pandit. See, that's like these Radhanas. That's these Jaipatakas. Well, they're not even that good. But it's like that. They think they represent Krishna, and Lord Chaitanya called them. No, that's Maya. You not represent. You have no ecstatic devotion. Therefore, you don't represent the real Bhagavatam, man. I don't care. And he was humble as pie, like Radhanath and these others. Humble as pie. Oh, sorry. It's not good enough, man. It's like filthy rags. Paul told. He coined it right. It's like filthy rags before Lord Chaitanya, man. You're feigned. What Lord took notice of. Oh, why'd you throw that ecstatic devotee out of your class? Yeah, that's what I don't like, man. That's why you're bogus, man. You don't treat. You're Guru Aparadhi. You're Vaishnava Aparadhi. You threw that ecstatic devotee out of your class. And my Lord is the same. And now, because he's looking now in 2021, he says, looking at Radhanath, why did you tell your Gauri's one disciple to leave him? I don't like that. And I'm going to chastise you for that, for your benefit, and make you a pure devotee. I'm going to name your name before the world that you lend. This is the truth. You told one of his devotees to leave him, that he was not in the real parampara. That was a lie. You lied to the world. It's the truth. Okay? And for that chastisement, he'll get something beneficial and probably become a pure devotee. Real one. Not a feigned one. Why didn't he recognize this? How dare he? And then he tells him to go to some other person that wasn't a real representative. So-called successor of Prabhupada. These guys are not real, man. I had to leave all of them. Okay? And I'm sorry, man, you believe in these guys? Too bad. You ain't going to get this ecstasy because they take it away. They don't have it, and you won't get it either. And I'm not going to glorify people that aren't worthy to be glorified. Only Shuddha Bhakti is worthy to be glorified in this world. Shuddha Bhakti, not gurus who don't have it. You want to stay in the modes? Worship them. They could be good gurus in the mode of goodness, but they ain't good enough. Do you want Krishna? Krishna is Shuddha, beyond the transcendental to the modes of nature. You got to only worship Shuddha Bhakti. Worship means really worship. You got to become a Bhagavatam example. Look at Lord Shiva and Daksha case. I'll make my case. Daksha versus Lord Shiva. Daksha was like these gurus, good person, good, but still had envy, jealousy, competition with the real devotee. Couldn't understand who had real bhakti, and that was Lord Shiva. See, Lord Shiva kind of looks like this, disheveled. You know, he's not sporting like nice fine dhotis and all that stuff. But he had the truth, man. He had the truth living inside him. And Lord Shiva went against him. I mean, Lord, was it Daksha? And he's in the mode of goodness, even all that. And he was envious and jealous and all that, and went against Shiva. And millions of demigods believed in him. Because look at Lord Shiva, it doesn't look pure. But Shiva had the real truth. He had the Lord living inside him. That's the essence. Do you have that transcendental Lord living inside you? See, and then Daksha says, you see, he used the illusionist he was. See, in mode of goodness even, they do this. This is why the devil goes all the way up into the mode of goodness. He's in the mode of good. He says, you see, he's madman. He laughs and cries like a madman. Those are transcendental symptoms. And he said that he blasphemed the Spirit of the Lord, which is that laughing and crying. That's the Holy Spirit. See? So he wanted to diminish the truth. See, that's what Maya does. See, we hear, so he did like that. So that's where the war is. And what do? We diminish the illusion with the truth. The truth is, hey man, that laughing and crying must be in a bona fide guru. Otherwise, you don't represent the Gaudiya line. Why don't you go represent a Muslim line or something? Why don't you go represent the New Age? Why don't you go represent like the Mayavadi thing and become selfless servants of God? Instead of serving the real self, which is the Lord. Yeah? Why don't you go do something else? Why are you messing up the Vaishnava line? That's why the Lord's, if you still continue to believe in those persons, you're going to be led. They're telling you to take the shot, and that's your genocide, man. So what do we got here? Yeah, so I mean, there's no time to mess around. You can't, it's either you. It's like when Moses was here and Jesus also. It's okay. We divide. Okay, which side are you on? You want to go worship the idols? Well, go worship these gurus. They're idols. You'll idle away your time. If that's good enough for you, and you're just good enough doing ceremonies and rituals, well, go ahead and do that. You want your dry chanting. You want to please people, be people pleasers and society pleasers, even the Vaishnava society pleasers, and toe the political Vaishnava temple lines and all that. The big society line. We'll go over there. That's we have another society here, a society based on the truth. What is, I only worship Shuddha Bhakti. If anybody wants to come along, well, you'll have to withstand this preaching. You have to lose faith in all that. Otherwise, you won't like my preaching. That whatever's inside there, the false ego. Oh, what is he talking about these wonderful gurus for? They're not so wonderful, believe me. Now I can understand everything better than before because Krishna is in my heart and knows me better than anybody in the whole universe. Now it's all coming from above. Yeah. Yeah. Because you're in real sadhu sangha. You didn't quite get it before. See, this is called shiksha, man. It's like Prabhupada taught, and I'll teach it again. I'll remind everybody what Prabhupada taught. He said, because this applied to him and applies here now. He said, and he was saying this for the benefit of his God brothers, and I'll say this for the benefit of my God brothers, which you all are. If it is shown that a God brother is the special mercy of the Guru, the bona fide Guru, not these bullshitters out there. No, the real spiritual master, the real link in the disciplic line, and the one is shown to have that special mercy, they should be respected almost on the same level as that. And when you do that, then you're over the Maya. Maya won't touch you. Because then you'll understand, oh, wow, the real Krishna was in Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta and Bhaktivinoda, and the real Guru is in my real Guru here. See, now Maya can't touch you. Because if you think there's a different Krishna in Prabhupada than a different Krishna than this fool here preaching these things, Maya can get at you. See, you're not seeing, you don't understand the real Krishna yet and how he works and through whom. See? Because if the person's in the real line, what you need is the real line now. If you didn't make it with Prabhupada to the point of ecstatic devotion, then you need shiksha. And if you refuse to take that, you'll be bewildered by it. You won't know the real Prabhupada and who's behind him, the Shuddha potency. But you come here, you will learn all about this. There are things we speak about here that no one knows. None of these gurus can even dream about. And you're getting all of this information. It's amazing here. It's just like when Jesus said, the prophets, they desired to hear what you are hearing. It's the same thing now. The real prophets were desiring to hear what you are hearing now, but couldn't. And you'll see all these words will come true. Everything comes true here. Everything is more real than you can even imagine. Why? Because the Lord is living inside not only me, but a lot of you guys out there. You feel, you can see the symptoms. I just comment to help it make it clear. You see, when the person's ecstatic and they laugh and they cry and everything, that means that Lord Chaitanya that you saw externally in the book, and that those people saw personally, is inside Lalita Ganga and other devotees in the Johan. Because of what? Their faith in Krishna and Guru, the real one. You see how solid, Govinda, look at this, the special potency inside these devotees. And others here, I'm just, they come before me. They're the ones that come on. You want to be talked about and you got this? Come on, man. Come on, become part of, don't be a neutral party, man. In neutral, you can if you want. But that's fine with you, it's no problem. You're here. But if you want, you might make my comments and all, I'll have to see, stuff. A lot of these people, they think they know Prabhupada and what devotees that are empowered are. That a lot of them, they'll use this, so I'll put it out because this is one of their weapons. They're the illusionists, You see, Gaur Hari, he's not a pure devotee because he talks about himself. He talks about himself. Actually, I just talk about Krishna's qualities, but that's a lot of times the illusion. Watch out for that one. This one devotee, Hamsaduta, who saw a lot of Prabhupada's talking, So see, so some one time somebody asked Prabhupada, "Are you a pure devotee?" You know, the envious they come up. "Are you a pure devotee?" And sometimes he would say, "Oh yeah, I am. I'm a purified devotee." Yeah. Pure devotee never thinks I'm a pure. I'm a purified. I'm getting purified all the time, man. You know, I just chant Krishna's name. He's in me, and he's always cleaning stuff, man. He's a cleaner, man. He's the best cleaner around. I mean, that's what he's thinking. And so Prabhupada said, "Yeah, I actually am." And then sometimes I actually know I'm really fallen. Both are true. You know, the devotees feel themselves really fallen, and also they acknowledge that Krishna's in them cleaning. You know, can't deny. I'd be a liar if I didn't say that Krishna was not inside cleaning. I wouldn't be able to preach. I preach that. I preach, hey man, you come here, that'll happen to you. Krishna will be inside your heart cleaning. And you'll love it, man. You'll love when he cleans. It's well, sometimes you like it. But like once the dirt, most of it's out, then there's nothing really to clean much, and then you just feel like the bliss more consistently all the time. The cleaning are all these attachments to people, to bogus things in the world, attachments and material stuff, and when the Lord's cleaning that out, it's a little, But once that's out, feel better. Ooh. So where's everybody? Doesn't anybody want to come on? Does anybody want to speak about Krishna? Because I'm about ready to turn it over to somebody. So I'll put the link up there because maybe. No, I've got to do it this way. Krishna. Okay, put the link in the comment here. It's also on my timeline in case anybody wants. You just go to my timeline. I need to turn off. I'll be right back. I need to turn off the generator. I don't think I need it on that long. It's still going. Hey, Govinda.
All right.
How are things going?
I'm just, I love it. I love him in this pastime, as Johan always says. We're in a pastime. This is the pastime, and
This is it, man.
it's just, my gosh.
We're
It's really
passing our
subtle.
time in this way, huh?
Yeah. It's so subtle, and sometimes it's intense. It's always effective, and I often think of that dream that Lance had of Krishna appearing to him and him saying, "Why are you worrying? This is all mine." There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, it's all the Lord's.
For the Lord.
Yeah, it's all His. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'm noticing like some of the moods that the Lord Chaitanya had. Sometimes very strong. What was that?
I've got a bicycle horn. I took it off the bike. It's in my pocket, and I keep leaning on it. So, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to forget that horn. Yeah. But sometimes the moods are really strong. Just hope for the best. All right, so you want to read something now? Go ahead.
Yeah. I got a little bit of Chaitanya Bhagavat. I'll continue on. So
go ahead. I'll be right back. I just got to shut the generator off.
Sound. So the The great revelations of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya
Oh, this
Bhagavat,
is great. Yeah, I like that one.
Madhikanda. My dearest friend, Lord Gauranga, you are the ocean of transcendental qualities. All glory to you, and all glory to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, the Supreme Personality, who is without beginning or end. I like that. I like that. I like that there's no beginning and no end. It's just eternal. That's what we're bathing in every day. This eternity of ecstasy gets deeper. I like Guru Maharaj was sharing. He's read that verse many times, but there's always new things in it. Always. After bestowing boons upon Sridhara, Lord Chaitanya began to gently sway his head and repeated the name, Nada, Nada, Nada. He spoke to Advaita Acharya. Acharya, ask what you need. The Acharya replied, my prayers have already been answered. I feel that's it. I can relate to that. I have a relationship to that. You know, I'd have to really think, oh, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. All my prayers and everything have been answered. And of course, I remember where I was 8 years ago, very dark. And that's for anybody who walks that way. If they don't drink the word of this nectar here, then it gets darker. If we've got faith in those gurus, you know, the GBCs and the BBCs, well, it'll get dark. It will get very, very dark. Really, really dark. So why not just come here? This is effective. This is attractive. So many devotees are waking up with bhakti prema here. Why not come over here? It's not on those high seats, you know, those religionists. They haven't got it. My prayers have already been answered. Lord Chaitanya appreciated this answer with a thunderous roar that drowned out all of the sound. While Lord Chaitanya was still manifesting his Mahapraksha Lila in the mood of the omnipotent, supremely opulent Lord. Gadadhar Pandita prepared betel, and offered it to the Lord, who happily accepted. Lord Nityananda, whose partial expansion and sesha is the support of the universe, now holds the umbrella over Lord Chaitanya as Advaita Acharya. Another great personage is stood before him. I was looking today through those pictures, Guru Maharaj, and devotees when we were in Nottingham, and that devotee came up and wanted to interview Guru Maharaj, interview. You know, there's those we've got some lovely pictures of you with an umbrella, and just what's happening here. We have an umbrella. We have this shelter. You know, it's, my gosh. People really can't see it if they have so much faith in the word, you know. But the word,
yeah,
of
we have
what?
to shelter the truth, man.
We've got the whole shelter, isn't it? The whole shelter of the truth. We've got a witness testimony that's not been seen before since the Goswamis and Jesus' disciples. We've got a witness testimony where people come along and can see. Honest reference point that's not seen anywhere in the Gaudiya Mat or anywhere. They just haven't got a witness program for everyone's benefit.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's hear from this devotee here. Hey, you got any comments or questions you want to share there, my friend?
Hare Krishna, Gurudev. Please accept my obeisances. I'm very happy to come here. I got some connection problem here, so that's why I don't. Sometimes I got come in. I'm okay with you. I'm okay. I like it very much what you're doing, and the ecstatic emotion is so very real. It's the first time I saw it in any sangha. I saw in the devotees, and I'm so happy about it.
Yeah,
and
I keep asking the Vaishnavas, have you seen any of this ecstatic emotion? No.
Nowhere is found such things. Yeah, and I've been in contact with many devotees and gurus and everyone, but I saw this very special quality here, which is pure devotion, and with such an enthusiasm,
Yeah.
it's very, very rare.
Ah,
Actually,
well,
yeah,
yeah.
I like it.
That's
And
Krishna's mercy that he's making you aware of that. It shows there's definitely some sincerity. Otherwise, this stuff is like really,
yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
But since I've been experienced many ups and downs in ISKCON also in everywhere, but I don't go deep into into their worlds. I mean I stay away. I just go and have darshan and
yeah,
some
yeah,
whatever I do as a service,
yeah.
and that's it. I'm not in management or whatever.
Uh-huh.
What was supposed to be, they're supposed to take care for devotees. They're just building big temples, and here in Mauritius, they are building a big temple also,
Yeah.
which they exclude many devotees from there.
Hmm.
They are doing it out of, I don't know, uh, uh, they're building just temple for the Lord, not for devotees to serve them.
Ah,
So there's no care in
yeah,
such
yeah,
places,
yeah, yeah,
no
yeah,
caring. I've been in ISKCON for a long time as full
yeah,
time,
yeah,
dedicated, but I see there's no care for devotees and no good associations also.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the topics are transcendental, are very nice,
Hmm.
but there's lack of care of
Hmm.
devotees, which I see there's not real love.
Hmm.
If we are in this platform, we should have exchanges. You know,
Yes.
there's just a philosophy there, but not not reality.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
that's a really good point because like here we're building a temple also, but it's a temple in our own temple. It's a different thing. So we have the care here, care for people's spiritual life and development. And so the external temples is all leading to ultimately this kind of development where we're building this temple, in the heart and with devotees and devotee exchanges like this. Now this is an internal, this is where it's all leading to the internal manifestation. Otherwise, everybody's looking out there for that. And it doesn't work. See, they're looking at, see, this is why Vaidhi and rules and regulations, and why even in the Bible, the just external worship doesn't work. It's just external. It's not pure, really. You don't get purified really well that way. So ultimately it leads to this sadhu sangha. And now we are working on building the internal temple and our relationships and everything. And this is the way it's meant to be. Otherwise that's external worship, and it leads only to this point ultimately, because you realize you got to see the faults in everything but this kind of worship.
Surely, surely, I appreciate your worship. The type of worship which we are experiencing here is
Yeah.
out of the world, and
God, it's so
uh,
nice
but
it's so nice to
it's
see
just
this, isn't this, Govinda?
Yeah,
This is great. This is
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
nice to see, man. It's nice, really
Uh,
nice.
the sweetness is when you're giving it. I know it's an internal, like a bitterness sometime about something, but I like it when everyone can get it cool. So
Yeah.
in a cool way, everyone can be joined together and have this loving relationship, very
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it kind of
Yes.
happens naturally. But you see, even in this sangha, everybody has to go through the purification, some more, some less, and it gets
Mhm.
better. Our relationships get better with each other. Um,
Mm.
as we getting purified, because it's a spiritual, this is Lord's working on a spiritual level so that we can have like soul relationships with people, liberated souls. And so the Lord's working on us all, so that we can become like associates, his associates in the, in the spiritual world. And it begins here, in real sadhu sangha. And that's why, like you said, you haven't seen these, that means the living God is working here really strongly, because we're welcoming him. We're welcoming the ecstatic Lord, Shuddha Lord. And a lot of people just don't. They don't know how to welcome that Lord. And we're here to teach that and share that and go through that kind of purification, so.
Yeah, I
so
appreciate
nice.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's nice.
I would like to, but maybe later on we can have, more conversation about and how to improve and expand what you're doing. I would like to be part of it.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
hey, man, that's what it's about. We're here like teamwork. You can't do it alone. And so, devotees now, I notice River and Shamaguri, they were out there on somebody's post and saying, yeah, it's here now. We have sadhu sangha, everything, and it's starting to wake people up. You got to, once you start to get purified, you start to, be bold. You get out there and start doing something, man. Yeah, these devotees don't know what we're doing, and you can go on threads and everything and just say, hey, man, we got sadhu. This is very rare. I mean, just speak the truth, So
yeah. The truth is out here.
Yeah, I mean, God, this is a rare opportunity. I mean, see, if I just say it, then people think, oh, he's false ego. But when you guys are getting the benefit, when you start to witness, because you get the real spirit working in you, then you'll say, yeah, this is a great place. We're getting purified. It's really nice, And then people, they don't know where to go. It's like Jesus tried to teach, if you have a light, hang it up there, man. This is light here. This is the light here. Hang it up. Show people, man. Show the flashlight, man. Hey, here's the light. Here, the light is Shuddha Bhakti. Wherever Shuddha Bhakti isn't, it's darkness. And that's why even the mode of goodness, it's still darkness. It's still, it's a covering over the purity of the absolute truth. And so anyway, this is a bright light here, and people need to say, hey, the light is over there. Check it out, man. You'll hear things you never heard before. You'll understand Prabhupada's books in a way that nobody's ever explained. I mean, you guys got to start opening your mouths. You're qualified. Tell people. God darn it, man. Share. Show that you got mercy in your hearts. You got it. So use it. I'm just talking in general.
Sorry, I've disturbed your class. Prabhuji was.
Oh, it's nice to see you, man.
Disturb my class? There's no disturbance. No, it's great to hear you. No, it's important. It's important devotees to share their truth. Where people can hear from you. Everybody. It's like what you're saying is so valuable.
Yeah, sure. I very appreciate how the devotees had no false ego, and they have to be humble in their approach, and how the dealings of devotees, they just talk about it, and then after the class they keep the grudges, they keep all these anarthas. So, they are not practicing it internally.
Well, you see, that's good. See, the thing is, they can't do any better. That's external bhakti. They need to have the cleaner come into them when the bona fide representative in our Gaudiya Vaishnava line is empowered by Shuddha Bhakti. Okay? They come in there now. This is a very special time. So now you hook into the true vine, like Jesus called it, the true vine, and now the Lord starts to come inside, awaken in your heart, and starts cleaning all these grudges, all that stuff out. They can't do it on their own. It's too hard. And that's why they're more or less like they've always been. It's like a snail making progress, very slow. So this
Yes.
is quickens. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Actually, there are two level because there are some who are in the management. They are no, they are influenced by them too much, and then the outsiders, the ordinary ones. There are some sincere ones who are there looking for. So maybe we have to get them here and try to expand the yeah.
Well, see, this is the way it works in this world. You have the Maya. Maya is always building the temples, even in temples, a lot of Maya still. Okay, the temples are there, and people think, oh, this is where I get God, right? So you go there and you don't quite get God. I mean, he's there, but he's kind of like a statue, and you don't feel the Lord so much. And then you got all the managers and all that stuff. So they're hanging out their light, but it's not real light. Well, we're hanging our light also. But so you got to see, our temple is of the heart and on the internet. So you got to say, hey, man, Facebook Live every day. We have temple worship. You get darshan here. You get darshan of the devotees meeting the Lord, and you see the rasa dance. You see that how they're ecstatic and they have uncommon experiences, very much like Vrindavan. So you show where people can come. This is a place. It's tangible. It's not built by the walls. People are saying, yeah, the temple is over there. Well, how about say, hey, the temple's over here also? See, so because we got it. This is a temple, man. Advertise it. Go on. Talk to people. That goes for everybody watching. Why not? Just go and talk to people. Say, hey, man, there's an amazing sadhu sangha that's changed my life. Just witness, tell your truth. Okay? When you get the strength to do it, that means the Spirit's really inside you, working, and then you want to do it because, it's like, yeah, definitely. So people just don't know where people are leading them this way. See, they're all hanging out there at glowworm lights usually. Yeah, I'm a teacher. Come over here to me and come to my temple or this temple or this place or that place. So you got to say, yeah, we'll come to this place. See, and then those the Lord wants to draw will come. But the message has to go out. Otherwise, nobody knows.
Yes.
Nobody
Maybe
knows.
you have to get some more like different programs like question and answers, and make it a bit like this, and then people can join in and reveal their minds.
I've been asking for years. Why not do an interview of Gaur Haridas? There's so much that can be given, and nobody does it. Nobody sets nothing up. Nobody does practically nothing. I'm still waiting for the Spirit to kick in where you got some power to do something. I mean, you could do an interview, say, hey, Gaur Hari, I got this Be Live thing. It's free and all these things. I want to do an interview with you. I'm going to set up some questions and all that. But, nobody
I hope it will come one day.
Yeah, one day it'll come.
It will come soon.
Yeah. One day it'll come, but there's so much we can do, but you need to get purified in the Spirit behind it. Because no matter what I say, it only will happen when it happens. But maybe I do need to say things sometimes, so that's why I do say. And so let's see,
Yeah, that's great.
You got to understand if you interview here, whatever you interview, there's all this stuff will come spontaneous because it tapped into the Lord, So he's unlimited information. Just need the questions. But it's hard to actually have questions. You have to be purified to be able to question things. And so when it comes in the heart of somebody, it'll happen.
Yeah, as you said, it's time, place, and circumstances that we ask questions. So I think this is the time we have to ask. Otherwise, it will be too late.
Yeah,
because they are just focusing on temples, on worship and everything else, not on this main point.
Yeah. Well, you notice they're closing those temples, but the temples of devotees, luckily we can do this cyber thing. Let's see how long we can do this. So this we need to take advantage of while we have it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank
All
you
right,
for.
Yeah. So read a little bit more there, Govinda.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. That was awesome, man. Share, Krishna
you.
will give you good ideas. He's given you good ideas already. He'll increase.
Yeah, with your mercy, we can do. We'll try to do something.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Stay around.
I just
stay here. You can stay
Hare
here.
Krishna.
Why don't you stay here?
No, it's okay. I'll be here. I'm just listening. So I just.
You don't want to? Why don't you just stay on?
No, I will just listen.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Thank
fine.
you.
Thank you for coming on. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Nice. The Lord ordered Murari, "Look at me." Murari saw Sri Ramachandra in person. He saw that Vishambara, Lord Chaitanya, was sitting on a kingly throne with his bow, his complexion as green as fresh tender shoots of grass. He saw Janaki Devi, Sita Devi, on his left and Lakshmi on his right. All around, the brave monkey leaders were offering prayers. By the influence of Lord Chaitanya's transcendental pastimes, Murari, now perceiving his identity as Hanuman, seeing his beloved Ramachandra, fell down in an ecstatic swoon. Lord Vishambara called out loud, "Hey, monkey, you seem to forget how the demon Ravana, who stole Sita Devi, burnt your face. Enraged, you set ablaze his capital, Sri Lanka, and destroyed his entire race. I am that same Lord, your worshipful Lord. Now you're again in my presence. Rise, rise, Murari. You are as dear to me as my own life. I am that Lord Ramachandra, and you are Hanuman. Look now upon Lakshmana, your beloved life and soul. You saved his life by bringing him afar, the Ganandamandana mountain. Offer obeisances to the lotus feet of Janaki, Sita Devi, whose distress moved you to profuse tears. Lord Chaitanya's words brought back Murari's consciousness, and upon awakening, he saw that wonderful scene and began to cry in Krishna Prema. Murari's ecstatic crying moved even the lifeless dry wood. I like that analogy. Often you use Guru Maharaj. Dry wood, we're like dry wood, until we get ignited. The fire's latent in the wood, but it needs this to ignite it. We need this to become alive. Otherwise we're wandering aimlessly in this life, and it's getting really dark. It's really dark out there. It's going to get darker. Not for the devotees here. It isn't dark for the devotees here. So just moving about like lifeless, dry bits of wood, lumps of flesh, shuffling. People are just almost, their heads are so low, they're making obeisances to the pavement, it seems. They're just moving around like this. Dead lumps of wood. Good morning. And people are so in fear. There's no condemnation. I'm just seeing where people are at. You say good morning, and they're so full of fear.
Yeah.
Because everything is in the process of being taken away.
Yeah.
Everything's going to go. The houses, the money, everything is just a complete grab. But when you understand you're dealing with demons, it's not just destruction of one area of the woodlands or one area. It's a destruction of everything. All a human being is just a resource to demons. That's it. End of. If you get that down, that you're just cattle, and it's just gonna, where do cattle go? Where do they end up? Anyway, we got
Well,
the
that's the
shelter.
thing. People are acting like cattle because of not having life. So they are, to these persons, they're thinking that way. Well, what is your use, man? You're out there, you don't have any life, nothing. So they're being treated like cattle. But that's why ultimately the Lord gives us life and he treats us right, and then we end up treating people right.
Yeah.
Even if it's enlightening them, like, hey man, just treating them right is telling them the truth, man. So they
Yes.
get out. Yeah.
Yeah, not bowing down to the illusion, not putting on a muzzle because you're going to go into somebody's shop and they are going to get offended if you don't wear one. It's better to tell the truth. Tell them. That's my perspective. I don't want to bow down to the illusion. I can't. It's not in my nature to bow down to the illusion. I can't do it. Just
one guy, there was a group of people, they were outside and they were all wearing masks yesterday. We were in a rest stop, and I don't know, I just couldn't stand it. I looked at these people in the fresh air, all wearing masks. And I opened the door. At first I didn't say anything. And I just, and then they came back and I just opened the door and I says, they're lying to you, man. Why are you believing? And they say, you do your research, look deeply into this. These masks, is fresh air. It's not right. You should be breathing. I just like that. And the guy looked at me. He was shocked. He ripped his freaking mask off.
Right. All right.
Immediately, didn't say it. He said, you're right. He took the damn thing off.
Well, I had a conversation with somebody yesterday with this fella and the day before, and his friends, and I know this fella and he was agreeing with me. He could see where I was coming from. Oh yeah, they're just taking our DNA, they're controlling us in this way through the injection. He saw what's going on, he knows what's going on, but he wouldn't take his mask off. I mean, he knows what's going on to some extent. Yeah, quite a lot actually, but it's like,
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't know, So I don't know. That was funny how he just ripped the thing off, man. That was the second time somebody did that when I told them. One guy, I told him I was in another place and he had this mask on outdoors. And I says, God damn, they're lying to me. What is this? Is not good for you. You're breathing your own CO2. He says, I think you're right because I've been working out in the gym and I've been having headaches, because I got to wear the mask in the gym working out. He says, this didn't feel right to me. And he took the damn thing right off, man. Said, you got to trust your own body, man, People are believing demons now. Basically, demons, they see the demon quality in Bhagavad Gita is they do what is not to be done. See? Or they hypocritically, they tell you to do what is not to be done and they won't do it themselves. And they like this. Whoa, look at, we put this, these guys are so stupid. Yeah. So, So anyway, that's why we need association. You see why Maya Tattva is a very important thing to learn now. You got to know how Maya is working. You got to really understand Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita gets clear now, really, because when we understand like that chapter, the divine and demoniac natures, and you kind of have to see where they are the demons are in religion. There are a lot of demons in religion. A lot of them are gurus. That's why they're there, because they have influence over others. And so anyway, that's, we need to learn all of these things now, because otherwise we'll be, we'll taken out.
Yeah. And those who've got faith in this nonsense, the word, they're in a precarious position because they don't get no respect from those who are taking them out. They just think, okay, they're that stupid, we'll take them out.
Yeah.
And they have not fully awoken to spiritual vibration that we're offering here, but maybe they could. So they're in a no man's land. It's like they're really suffering.
Yeah, so it's like a ghost.
That's exactly, it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Again, Lord Chaitanya spoke to Murari. You may ask me for any boon. Shri Murari replied, My Lord, I do not yearn for anything. However, grant me just one wish. May I sing only of your glories. May I be born in any situation, but birth after birth, I simply pray that I may remember and serve you in the association of your servitors. That's my desire, to serve you,
There you
Guru.
go.
And
Yeah.
that's it, man.
You see, that is the essence in all the scriptures. It doesn't say serve alone or serve with those who don't have devotion. No, you're intimate servitors. And not even with, I mean, the ultimate truth of this, and this is why this works here, because I just tell everybody the truth. No pulling punches. Just full on punch, just knock it out. Knock out punches, man. Serve in the association of ecstatic devotees. You can see that here. If you do that, you'll be delivered in this life. If you don't do this, you will not be delivered in this life. See? Because you got to follow that verse. He's the spiritual master. They're both of them, the Lord and his devotees, are the spiritual master of the universe. If you follow that verse, what does he say? Read that again. It's so important. Read that last sentence.
Yeah. Shri Murari replied, My Lord, I do not yearn for anything. However, grant me just one wish. May I sing only of your glories. May I be born in any situation, but birth after birth, I simply pray that I may remember and serve you in the association of your servitors.
See, real servitors. Otherwise, you won't get the result quickly. Here you get it quickly because they're the real servitors, transcendentally serving the Lord in ecstatic relationship. That's why we have the realizations we do. Otherwise, you can't have these revelations like this. You can't have this boldness. You can't have this lack of fear, and unmotivated, materially motivated. How can you speak like this if you're in ISKCON? How can you speak like this in the Gaudiya Smriti? You wouldn't be allowed. They kick you out.
Yeah.
And most people, well, if I kicked out, then I can't be Guru Dev because I'm depending on the props. I'm depending on my nice dhoti. I'm depending on my being rubber stamped by the GBC and the clerks over there, man, that are just like clerks. What are you doing? You're just a manager. And the manager, well, I'm sorry, you're not towing the party line. You can't do this now. Well, then I'll do whatever you want me to say. So that's what's going on. Well, how can you be delivered by that? You need the truth. That's all you need. Abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to Krishna. See, Krishna was the bona fide guru for Arjuna. Surrender to me. Surrender to the preaching of the truth from the bona fide spiritual master, because that is Krishna's word. And it's a Shuddha word. It's a strong word. It grabs you and pulls you out of this illusion. You need that, man. This quicksand here. These temples, you can see it's quicksand. Nothing. It's not strong enough to pull you out. You got all materially motivated devotees. It's called religion. Here we got truth, man. We got ecstasy. What else do you need? Ecstasy and truth, right? Conclusive understanding and ecstatic worship. Boss. That's all you need.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's only with those servitors who are under the shelter of the Lord, the real servitors of the Lord. See? So that's what Murari wants. You want that? It's here. Are you like Murari? Are you desiring like Murari? I'm really letting go today. Desiring like Murari? Not holding back.
Yeah, because there is no difference now.
Yeah,
it's like
no difference. You got to be like Murari. Yeah.
There's no difference, and it's great because it's that veil that's been lifted. It's like a tablecloth that's hiding something.
Yeah.
Now you can see the mode of goodness or passion or whatever it is. Usually the ignorance is the same in the government and the religion. It ain't no difference.
No difference.
There is no difference.
Yeah, you see
why
the guys that what is they these gurus saying the same thing that
it's the
Fauci's
same
saying.
word.
What is the difference?
The
Same
same. There's no
thing.
difference. There's
Bill
no
Gates and
difference.
Bill Gates and these gurus, you guys are on
No
the same
difference.
page.
Same page. No difference.
Yeah, we're on a different page here, my friends.
Definitely. Different page.
We have life, man. We're in a book of life. You want to be in a book of life? Listen to this preaching, man, because it's very true. You can see if you really studied Prabhupada's book, you really understand this. Can you see? You got to be like Marari. Are you like Marari? Let me be born amongst your real servitors who have real bhakti. Let me sing your glories there. And that means conclusive truth, not bullshit, not speculations, not checklists. That what the guru is on this checklist, and there's nothing to do with the books. No, not that. This. We use Prabhupada's books, Goswami books. Go ahead there.
Wherever you descend, accompanied by your eternal associates, I desire to be there as your
That's why
insignificant.
you may not see the Lord here, man, but you can hear the Lord here. You can actually see the manifestation of Krishna here in his ecstatic form. You looked at Lord Chaitanya, you say, yeah, Krishna is there, because look, he's ecstatically worshiping Krishna. Okay? You see the same kinds of symptoms here. Therefore, there is revival. Reviving the real life. The real life is Krishna being in us. You want Krishna in you, or you want him out there in the temple with the clerks out there and all their motivated devotional service and all these grudges they hold and all that stuff. Well, that's the external bhakti. Or you want the Lord living inside you, man. Sleeping with you, motivating you, purifying you, giving you real, true love. Oh, that's what's here. That's this.
The Lord replied, so be it. So be it. I grant you this boon. Hearing this, a jubilant uproar from the
See, how are
devotees
you going to
filled
get
the air.
this desire? How are you going to get this desire unless you hear that book by a devotee explaining that is like that, and there are other devotees like that? How are you going to understand this truth? This truth will liberate you. Yeah, let me have that desire. See, that's called Raganuga Bhakti. It's the desire to worship like these devotees, like that. Have that desire and have to be amongst real servitors who have real ecstatic love of God. If you don't have that desire, you'll get these other guys, they have no ecstatic devotion, but just have big titles. Yeah, big titles, big plaques on their expensive temple rooms the brahmacharis built for them, or their palaces, and they prance around. Look at me. That's called false prestige. You don't deserve it. You're only the devotees that actually have the Lord living in them, and they deserve it simply because the Lord is there. The Lord is there. Wherever the Lord is, that's where is the deserving place. Is the living God, and if you're prancing around with a big stick and, oh yeah, Gurudev, deliver me, and you have thousands to say, oh, Gurudev, deliver me, and you have no deliverance in you. The deliverance is Krishna himself. He's got to live in your heart, man, in your body, and you have to show people, the world, the symptoms. Otherwise, you're a bullshitter, man. You're bluffing. Maya's always bluffing all over the place, man. She's a bluffer. Isn't she a bluffer there, Govinda? Bluffing, always bluffing and lying and cheating. It's all we see nowadays. We see the guru. Look at them, man. They're showing their colors. They're showing they're just no different than, much different than Fauci and then Bill Gates, man. Same thing, man. Look at it. Oh, please take the shot. Yeah, we know the page you're on. Well, we know, but you don't know. Or maybe you do know. Maybe you're in on it like them. Who the hell knows? I don't care. I ain't associating with you. I ain't listening to you. I'm going to stand up for the sake of you and your disciples. Yeah, what is this stuff you like? And what's the difference between you and Bill Gates, man? You're saying the same thing, right? Right? Same thing.
Yeah, the same page. They're on the same page. It's the same. It's a
Same
veil. It's
page.
tribulation, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
tribulation. It's just
I always heard, I heard a long time ago they said, the CIA actually infiltrated ISKCON. And I thought, nah, that can't be, But now I'm wondering, maybe they did,
mm,
because they look for groups, that have a big following. See, they look
mm,
for groups that have big following, and then they become just like like the members there, but they're really not. They're actually have a agenda. A lot of these gurus have agendas anyway, but the thing is, they have an agenda to get the influence, and then whatever they do, their disciples do. Their followers. See, that's why you see they're going for the shots. They're going to the influential, the politicians, the what do you call the
celebrity, sports
entertainers, rap,
stars.
yeah, social, yeah, oh yeah, they go for them. Dolly Parton, even they went to Dolly. I can't believe they went to Dolly. Man, she was the epitome of the mode of goodness. They got her too. Let's see if she's around after the second shot.
Yeah. I mean, George Harrison sings about it in that song "Brainwashing" on his last LP.
Oh,
He sings about all of this going on. They even got to my grandma or something. He sings on that
yeah,
song.
yeah. These guys they're saying that you got to watch out because now um, even families are being divided by this illusion, And one guy was saying you got to even give them up because if they like that, they'll turn on you, and that's what this kind of stuff does. The families, the children start turning in the parents, squealing on them, and it's a weird time. It's a time, a very dark time. But around this is the vein of the gold, coming through, so you get all of it.
The family is those who are related, isn't it? I mean, you saw the reaction from my sister, blood
Yeah,
family,
yeah,
but she doesn't believe, and that's the only sin. I was meditating on that. What you asked her, do you believe that
yeah,
Govinda is the Holy Spirit? No.
yeah,
So really, I'm not related. I don't,
yeah,
she's my sister, but I'm not deeply related on a spiritual vibe. We dialogue sometimes, but
yeah,
I'm not related to blood. There has to
yeah,
be, like what Jesus said, my
yeah,
mother, I've had many mothers, and this
yeah,
is those who do the work and are deeply in the pastimes of Chaitanya and
yeah,
your mission, not
yeah,
carrying deities around Europe and
yeah,
deities of Prabhupada. This
yeah,
mission, publish books, downloading, going
yeah,
on the streets and meeting people, inviting them in and
yeah,
sharing together. This mission, not Prabhupada's mission.
yeah.
That's why I always say I've got one guru, and that's you.
Mm-hmm.
Prabhupada is my spiritual grandfather, and I've dreamt
Mm-hmm.
of him, but you're my
Mm-hmm.
guru. This
Mm-hmm.
mission, I'm related there.
Yeah.
So I don't, there's no kind of,
That's why you got
but
the
what is,
energy, man. You got power, empowerment, because you got the conclusiveness. Yeah,
mm,
you see, like this thing is kind of a little people. A lot of these devotees, they say, "Yeah, what you're doing is okay and everything, but I'm going to do Prabhupada's thing." But Prabhupada's thing is this thing. This
this is
is
Prabhupada's thing.
yeah. This is
That's what they
Prabhupada's
can't
thing.
see. This
This
is
is what he
Prabhupada's thing.
wants. He wants his devotees to become ecstatic devotees like him, not to just stay on the Varnashram level. I mean, okay, if that's all you can do, that's the intelligence that you got. Well, fine. But we're gonna preach the progressive thing here because it's here on his order, on Krishna's order. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead there, Govinda.
All the Vaishnav devotees were naturally very affectionately disposed to Murari, who was always compassionate to all living beings. Such was the purity of Murari's devotion that merely his presence would transform anywhere into a holy place of pilgrimage as transcendental as Vaikuntha. It's impossible to describe the greatness of Murari. Even the Supreme Lord
See,
events for the
when
pleasure.
when devotees that actually have the Lord in their heart, and when they sing out of devotion or preach out of devotion, you know, then people that come, they can get that same Lord in their heart. That's a disciplic line. You know, that's why they really liked Murari, because of his transcendental quality. They would feel Krishna awaken in their heart. There you go. That's how you know a bona fide guru. When you're really looking for Krishna and then you're in touch with one, it'll awaken in your heart. I mean, that's the way when I was in touch with Jesus's book, immediately I knew this was bona fide and the Lord awoke in my heart. Same thing with Prabhupada's book. I said, this man also knows God, and immediately God awakened in my heart. But that's not for everybody. Everybody doesn't just get it from the book. See, this is why this is a previous life thing. And then our duty now, because for years I've been worshiping the Lord in ecstasy from that point of awakening. And so gradually it's brought me to this point where now we're working on helping others to have this awakening. See? And now you're getting all maturing, and you're also helping people have this awakening. Without you, you are the light of the world with this bhakti in you, with the Lord living inside you. This is their chance to awaken when they're ready. Otherwise, the reason this shows you how far backwards things are, because they're not awake. The same thing they're reading in the book is here and more. See? But they're still contaminated, because when they read the book, they're not understanding it. They're still contaminated, therefore they cannot see it here. See, that means they're not seeing it in the book. And ultimately, it's leading to the living devotee, spiritual master. And then they will begin to really see it there and appreciate it there and here and everywhere it is. Otherwise, you don't know. This is where all the work begins here. All their study of the Vedas, like Jesus said, all this study, everything fasting is leading to me. See? Leading to the bona fide representative, the empowered representative of Krishna. See? And then you really begin to understand Shuddha Bhakti, how this potency works, what it is, its nature, all these teachings we're teaching here. This is Chaitanya's teaching. This is the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, deep stuff, ordered by the Parampara. You come here, very fortunate. You really learn something that you just can't learn anywhere.
There's nowhere else. I've never seen this, and we have to look at there's a cumulative age of devotees within this Sangha, probably 300 years of experience. The Janakis, the Rangas, the Johans, the Freddys, the Ivos, the Lita Madhavas, and also yourself, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah.
There's a lot of accumulative years there, and I'm not seeing this anywhere. And you actually went yourself into all the different lineages to see if anything could be added. And what you say often is how it is, isn't it? We have something, but the Putana suppresses it in the temples. It also gives us some kind of platform to advance, some of us as well, but this is the only place I've seen. And if there was somewhere else, and they're interested in sharing it in every city, town, village, and every country, on every social media site, we'd know about them.
Yeah.
Because they'd be visible. But where are they?
We're just seeing the opposite. It's where they're, we're showing the way, the Lord's showing the way the world is right now, the way his Vaishnavism is, also.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's great. It's good.
It's great.
Good awareness. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's great. Yeah. There's so much. Yeah, it's great. It's great. All the Vaishnavas. It's impossible to describe the greatness of Murari. Even the Supreme Lord events for the pleasure of Murari. Lord Chaitanya then declared, all of you listen carefully. If anyone criticizes Murari, he cannot be saved by even 1,000,000 dips in the Ganga.
Yeah, you see, this is the thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You say. No, you say.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here, isn't it? People think that they've got to take a bath in the Ganga, they do their pujari things, because that's the thing to do. They don't recognize what's going on here. So they're making that offense to, it's Murari here, but it's you here, because they're not coming to listen to where the potency is that Chaitanya said, go to wherever it is.
Yeah.
So they're still taking their baths in the Ganga, Mongolatis, whatever they're doing, and
yeah, they're not getting the purification where ecstatic love awakens. And so a lot of people, they look at what my preaching, they say, look at him, you're doing like Lord Chaitanya said, you're criticizing pure devotees. See, Lord Chaitanya says that's why you see, it's not like that. It's the opposite. See, everything is inverted. They criticize this preaching. See, and therefore they don't get ecstatic. I criticize, but I'm not I'm making the decision. I'm saying that's not it. That's not true. That's hypocritical. That's not it. And what's the result? I get more ecstatic, and so do they. They start to see the truth. I mean, ultimately, they will see, because there's no cloak for their sin. That's why Jesus spoke. So there's a difference, but when I point out things, then when they do, see, when they do, then they get that result. There's no, see, you got to look. Proof is in the pudding. They're criticizing here, saying, "Gohar, you see, he's a fault finder. And that's true. I'm looking for the faults so people can overstep them, so they can overstep them. See, I'm not trying to diminish the truth. I'm trying to awaken the truth. See, this is why not even the greatest scholars can understand this chapter 21. No, chapter 9. Is it 21? 19 or 21, something like that. I think 21. In Madhya Lila, it says, not even the greatest scholars can understand the mind of a person who has love of God and these symptoms, because they act, it's like everything in the world is inverted and does the opposite. See? So the devotees, and Lord Chaitanya was criticizing, or actually pointing things out so that people can get over them. But the critics who are under the Maya, they hide the truth. They go and don't go to that devotee. See, they're the ones who don't get the ecstasy. See, so proof is the ecstasy still here. If I was criticizing real pure devotees, say Radhanath and Jaipataka and all these persons I name, okay? Say they are pure devotees like Murari. There would be no, how come there's purification here? How come there's ecstasy? And the only reason I do this is to show the difference between the truth and the illusion. If I was really purifying devotees like the world thinks and their disciples think, they're like Murari, pure devotees, right? And I'm going and saying, no, they're not. Look at this. They don't have the symptoms, blah, 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 right? I should be devoid of any ecstasy. I should have no ecstatic love. But they criticize over here. Oh, believe me, they are definitely, don't go, blah, 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 blah. But what Lord Chaitanya is saying is happening in them. No ecstasy, no tears, nothing like that. They're teaching just some speculative idea what Krishna consciousness is. No. Krishna consciousness is this ecstatic worship, man, this conclusive understanding, to point out Maya Tattva. This is Maya Tattva, where Maya is. See? And Rasa Tattva is where Rasa is. Rasa, don't we teach that? Maya Tattva is right out there. And many of these gurus, they don't have any ecstasy. There you go. There's the Maya still. Yeah, the modes are still there. Where's Rasa Tattva? Oh, right here in this Sangha. A lot of people, you see Rasa. Every day you can see Rasa, man. Look at this chanting. Where do you see chanting like this? You know? So everything is being taught that is necessary to go back to God here. I think it's a pretty rare place.
Oh, yeah. It's that logging out of space. Yeah. Prabhupada talked about, isn't it? Finding a log in outer space. It's as rare as that. It's that rare. It is that rare.
Yeah.
In fact, the baths in the Ganga, or even the chanting of Lord Hari's name, will certainly destroy such a sinful wreck. Murari Gupta, the Supreme Lord is Gupta, secretly seated in Murari's heart.
See, and this is the destruction. And this is, see, the Lord is not a mean person. This is not done out of meanness. See, these persons are, they come to Krishna, even maybe some imitation and some of these, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. But even this punishment and this purification, this devoid of ecstasy, ultimately helps them understand where the real path is. All you got to understand is where the nectar is, where the world God is working and through whom it is. That's all you got to know.
Yeah.
And then come to here and believe in that, and you're finished with Maya. That's why they're working hard to cover the path, and we're working playfully to uncover it. It's just, we play Krishna and Vrindavan. We're in this kind of Leela, it's just fun loving stuff, we just, just uncover. They try to cover, we uncover. They try to cover, we uncover. They try to cover and we uncover and uncover and uncover. After a while, it's all uncovered, man.
Yeah.
Everybody says, "Oh, wow, this is it. We just go and real sadhu sangha." Oh yeah. Those who have real ecstasy and real conclusive truth, that's where it is. That's where the real guru is. That's where the real devotees are. Real sadhu sangha. Oh, if you understand that, realize that, you cracked it, man. And you just go and you just drink there every day. You found where pure water is. Pure water is a place like this here. Very rare place, man. It's like those fine bottle of wines. They cost $100,000. You can pay for a bottle of wine. See, but that's only for connoisseurs and those who have the wealth. So here, you want to develop wealth. You want to become rich. You just come here and listen, and you're collecting wealth because it's being given freely without cost, man. I'm not telling you like Kapila, go and told his own poor mother, sit in cold water for 20 years, and then you'll realize a little bhakti. No, we just come into the warm water. Come take a bath. Let the temperature rise and let all that crapola come out of you. And then just rise into the spiritual world. Even here, man, chant in ecstasy, call the Lord. He appears in your heart and gives darshan to the world. Hey, man, we're making people like that. Can you imagine that Bhagavad Gita that says the Lord is pervading in his unmanifested form all over the unmanifest? Who the heck wants an unmanifested form? That's pretty boring, man. Unmanifested? Even the word sounds bad, man.
It does, yeah.
And it even says, I don't even associate with the material energy, man. Everybody's in me, but I'm not in anybody except. And I'm telling you what Bhagavad Gita only indirectly says. He hints at it. I'm just telling you directly. He's in his devotees who are in his transcendental name, which is him. And then he is in them in that ecstatic worship. See, that's where the life of the world is. That's where the truth is. That's where salvation and much more is. And that is, ta-da, here in our sadhu sangha. I'm not ashamed to say it. It's here. Isn't it nice, Shamagori? We got it, man. We got Krishna. We're giving him a squeeze. He's giving us a squeeze. And we're squeezing him. He's squeezing us, and we're happy.
Chanting Krishna's name, the Vaishnava devotees began to weep in ecstasy.
Woohoo!
Seeing how Lord Chaitanya had showered his mercy upon Murari, anyone who hears these pastimes of Lord Chaitanya's extraordinary magnanimity will receive Krishna Prem.
See, there you go. Hey, have you anybody received Krishna Prem listening to these gurus out there? Have you received it yet? Well, all that is leading to here. If somehow or other you've done all of that and you've worshiped those gurus and those gurus have done their little trips and it leads you here, okay, wonderful, man. Now it's great. You guys are great. Your disciples are great because they found real sadhu sangha. See, and where real prema is, here you hear the pastimes and then you become ecstatic in devotion very quickly. So everything you're doing is good in that way. If it leads here, if it doesn't lead here, oh boy, well, try again. Try and maybe you'll, who knows how long you have to wait after the way look at what they're doing to this planet, man. They're destroying the whole thing, man. It's like being wiped out. Might have to wait at least maybe another 1,000 or million years before, it starts to, can you imagine 4 billion years? What's a million years in this 4 billion years, You might have to wait, before you get this opportunity. But it's here now, man. That's why, hey, man.
Yeah,
It's here now. You can get this prema here. Here you can hear these pastimes, and prema will awaken in like a lot of devotees here.
While Murari and Sridhara wept in Krishna prema, being in front of the Lord Chaitanya chewed on the betel pan, making loud cracking sound.
Isn't that a funny Krishna? Isn't God funny?
He's funny.
He's so funny, man. He's so. That's why when you really get a relationship with the Lord, you become a little nonchalant like him. You just kind of like you poo-poo everything because everything is his. It's like he said to Lance, hey man, what are you worried about? Everything is mine. Same thing, man. I just everything is the Lord's. What's the big deal? I can say what I want now because everything I say, the Lord is saying. So I say it, and it's beneficial to all those guys. You think I got anything against Jaipataka or Radhanath? I want to help the guys. I don't think I want to help their followers. I want people to have this. I want people to have Krishna live in them, man. That's the greatest truth in the world. That's the greatest boon. You'll be the richest person in the universe. You'll be more rich than Bill Gates with all his $4 billion or whatever it is, $1 trillion now. This is more rich. We can convert the people come here. They could be monsters and they will be delivered. Look, Putana was delivered by Krishna. That Krishna is here now, working in our Sangha. I mean, I'm not telling a lie. He is actually here. Lord Chaitanya is here. Prabhupada is here. All the line is here and many more. I'm telling you, I'm not pulling punches. There's no time to do that, man. Jesus said you're going to see the angels all descending on the Son of Man. That's what he does. He's going to descend on you. He's already descending on many of you. The Lord wants to make acharyas now. Now! Not later. Now! Are you into now? You want God now? Are you ready now? Ooh, I love letting go and letting God. You ever heard that saying? Let go and let God, man.
Lord Chaitanya. Then turned his benign glance on Haridasa and called out, Haridasa, look at me. Your body and birth is superior to mine. Your class and caste is more elevated than mine. Although the sinful Muslim tormentor inflicted great pain on you, yet in my heart I hesitate.
What was Haridasa's glory? Well, he's so ecstatic, man. We chant Hare Krishna and laugh and cry. That's going on here in this Sangha. You guys are associating with devotees on the same page, man, same association. That's a real associate of Lord Chaitanya was Haridas. Why? Because he had the same qualities. Birds of a feather flock together, man. He had ecstatic love of God. Many here have ecstatic love of God. They're associates of Lord Chaitanya already. Within not even, sometimes in a week, they became associates of the Lord Chaitanya here. That's how much spiritual potency is here. It's really real. I'm not saying anything that's not true. It's all happening. I'm just commenting on what I see. Everything is called experience here. We're not just bluffers. We're not professors. What you hear is what you get. Yeah, what you see is what you get. You see conclusive truth. You hear conclusive truth. You look at Prabhupada's books and you look at these books, you start to understand what real bhakti is. You see ecstatic devotion. What you see is what you get. You get the goods here. Real goods, man. Good, good, good. Better, transcendental goods. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I just like to read the witness testimonials and look at their photos.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I read what Lance wrote about the Krishna's
Yeah.
footprint between Lance and Jocelyn chanting. That's just that vivid peacock feather there right
Yeah.
before them fluttering. I read that, look at those pictures again and again, and think I haven't shared it enough. I'll put that in
we
more
have mir-
books.
we
It's
have
just
miracles going on in this sangha. You have dreams. You look at Johan having dreams and everything. Like this guy Mahavir. I'm going to name names. I'm going to start naming names now. I just feel like doing it. This Mahavir, he's got a great chance now again, but he's also a little stuck again. He came to this sangha. And then he got the manifestation. You can all see it on video, man. It's up there on video. Lord Chaitanya appearing in the water. And he even felt it. He didn't see it. He took the video. I told him, take a video of that place. And he took a video, and in the water, everything he was saying was manifesting, and he didn't see it. He didn't see it. Okay. And then he shows me the video, and I said, boy, you see Lord Chaitanya appeared in the water. It was amazing manifestation. He said, and then he looked, and his hair stood on end and everything. See, that's how it works, man. And so anyway, he leaves here. And then now you know what he preaches? There's no prema in this world. There's just no prema like it was. See, that's unfortunate. It really is. He was a nice guy.
mm-hmm.
Still a nice guy, but
Mm-hmm.
he just did the wrong, made the wrong, he's just not seeing clearly. His only hope is if he listens here and sees your witness testimonies and starts to see, everything he's reading. Otherwise, it's like he came here and then he got the miracle, but he never acknowledged it. He was always kind of like that. A lot of Prabhupada disciples are like that. They just don't want to do it. They can't acknowledge that this is fantastic going on here. And he went back, well, it's probably, it's all, but that was all the result of coming here are miracles. One lady came here, she was so sick. She was ready to die, blow her brains out. She was so sick. And then she got healed and lived 5 years longer. And the only reason she died again after 5 years is she stopped coming. See, a lot of people, they just don't quite get it.
Well, it's like what Krishna
God
said
is
to,
here, man. You
to
got
your
to become
second
like
student then.
Govinda and Johan and all that. You become firmly fixed, become like a sannyasi wrote here, and then you'll see the Lord, man, resting in your hearts.
So many. Oh, and that second disciple of yours in Stockholm, when she took Darshana Krishna, saying to her,
Yeah,
this is because you're
it's a
guru. I remember
miracle.
it's because it's happening, and
Yeah.
people still listening to like the Moses way, the old way.
Yeah.
Varnashram at this time, everything's going to be seized. They'll seize your farm, your cows, your land, everything. It's a stupid way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice if we live on the land and we can do that, but without this,
Yeah.
I remember that video in the lake. That was amazing. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the way of transcendental experience opens up, because this is the empowered place. This is the devotee Bhagavats are here. Not only one, many are you becoming devotee Bhagavats. You come in the line. See, everybody, you got to come in the line. You got to become like Maharaj Parikshit. You got to become like the wives of the Brahmins. You got to become like Bali Maharaj. You come and you listen to Shuddha Bhaktas. See, you're doing that. Look at the result of that. Look at the result. I guarantee you, anybody comes here and listen to Shuddha Bhakti empowered talks, you're going to become spiritually enlivened. You're going to become spiritually emancipated. You're going to have miracles in your life. You're going to know what real happiness is eternally. You're going to have God living inside your heart. You're going to have all these real wealth. This is the only friggin' wealth in Krishna consciousness, is to have this, what I just said. If that's not happening in your 40, 50 years of worshiping in those sanghas, come here and you'll get real wealth. You know? Can you imagine God living inside you intimately? Well, that's what you get here. Forever. Holy Spirit, your counselor, your best friend, your beloved. You'll be a resident in Vrindavan. And this is no bluffing, no professor bullshit, man. Real stuff, man. Solid truth, solid ecstasy. Solid, so solid you can feel it, man. See? Bring that fifth dimension stuff into this three-dimensional world where you can see it manifested. These are the manifestations here. Hey, are you ready for that? Or you want to play around? You want to go, roam around this world, man. The worldly Vaishnavas and religious Vaishnavas, motivated, over there, where they can't get, they got the old worldly stuff, materialistic Vaishnava. You still want that baloney when you can have this? Come on, man. Wake up, sleeping souls. Time to wake up. Come on, Mangal Artik. This is the real one. This is not a program, man. Spontaneous worship. Spontaneous preaching. Where you got no notes? You see any notes here? You ever see these gurus prepare for a class? Oh my God, man. I had one guru. Well, he was sannyasi, then now he's a guru, in the Narayan Raj group, man. I went to his room and he said, I'm preparing for class. He had books all over the place in this computer and the books and all this stuff. Yeah, I'm preparing for class. And I said, oh, really? Wow, it looks like a lot of work. Don't you come on, you devotees, don't you want to preach like this? This can be, the Father will speak through you, just like Jesus said. Jesus said, hey man, you're going to get the Holy Spirit. See, you're going to get Krishna in you. That's the Lord. He's going to be in you, and you don't need any big ledgers. You can bring a verse out, or just read the verse, and the Father will speak through you. Are you ready to let go and let God, man? Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's why I come here. Come here to let go and let God. Yeah, man, this is it, man. This is the finishing work. Go ahead.
Listen, Haridasa. When you were lashed with a whip in the different marketplaces, I took up my Siddhasan disc and descended to earth from Vaikuntha, intending to sever the tormentors' heads. While your tormentors were trying to beat you to death at the same time, you were thinking of their well-being.
Isn't God so personal? You look at him. He's talking like a person, man. This is why he comes here, to develop relationship. Yeah. This is why, it's very personable. See, he came here as a person. And so in the line, you're going to meet a person. Yeah, and then you're going to see, look at this, God and devotees, they're almost like people. It's not like in some impersonal thing, impersonal relationship. Don't I not personally interact with you guys? Don't I talk with you?
Yeah.
This is, you got to understand, this is the way it is. This is what everything that John said, you'll say the same thing here. John said after Jesus left, then he started to really realize, he said, we got to handle the word of God. touch him, talk to him, interact with him. The word.
Yeah.
What do you think is going on here? Same thing, man. You got the word, man. The word coming from the Lord. You also, it start coming through you also. People get an opportunity to handle the word. You become in the beginning was the word. See, in the beginning of your spiritual life was the word, right? And the word was with God. And the word was God. That word will live through you. See, that's intimacy with God. You got to become like that to go where Jesus is and everybody else. Lord Chaitanya. You got to be that intimate, man. That's what you learn here. Are you learning that from Jaipataka or Radhanath? Huh? You learning that? I don't think so. But you learn that here. You learning that from the PhD Acharya Dave? I don't think so. He's only teaching how to take the shot. I haven't seen him do it yet. I want to see him do it. You get up there first. You be the first go. We can we don't need you anymore, do we? Yeah, you go first. Literally, you go first. Yeah. We're here to liberate your disciples, man. If you don't want it, you go put your arm up there and get it up there. But we're here to save people, save their souls. Yeah. See, this kind of these are subtle treasures here. Okay, go ahead.
You were unconcerned about your own pain. You had only compassion for them. On account of your merciful heart, I could not use force. My Siddhartha weapon was rendered impotent. I could not strike those men because you were determined to forgive them. Being unable to see your misery, I protected you from their lashes by placing my back upon your back. I accepted all those lashes meant for you on my back. See the marks on my back, I'm not lying. Whatever other secondary reasons there were for my descent, unable to bear your sufferings, I hastened my advent to this world.
This is why the Lord fights, causes a fight, sparks a fight. Has to, because these persons will never get purified. He's gotta like bully these persons into a fighting a little bit, because that's their only way of getting purified. This Narada Muni spoke about this. Narada Muni said, if you like worship the Lord and his devotees in friendliness, in friendship like this, like the devotees coming here. See, you have a friendly relationship with the Lord and the Lord's devotees, those who carry the devotional potency. See, you're making advancement by associating friendly. See, you're more like that. See? But the other way to worship the Lord is you got to fight with him. You got to be against him. See? And so if you don't make contact, and that's why the Lord has to preach, or the devotees have to preach, the Lord preaching through them the truth. And this sparks a fight, and it makes them go against and meditate and think about the devotee. Ooh, that Gaur Hari Das. Ooh, I hate his preaching. Ah! And they go and they get mean. One lady, was like that kind of relationship. These are in this gun, like persons. One lady and this Janaki's friend, she says, I'm going to make my mission to destroy Gaur Hari's preaching. Yeah, great, thank you. You see, it's good. That's her purification. See, she against. They don't know, So whatever, and so Narada Muni said they ended up becoming, because they're meditating on where the Lord is working, they get purified. So that's why that's why we say. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead. You go.
No, just that's in a class that I was transcribing. You were sharing about that, and it was such a joy. Yeah.
That's why I'm just telling. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you that you have to. how this works so you're not bewildered.
Mm.
Why devotees say these things, why Jesus spoke. And then he said, there's no cloak for their sin now. See, they're cloaking sins. These are sinful. What these gurus are doing, there's sin there. There's sin of trying to say, oh, Gurudev, deliver me, but they can't deliver them. I'm sorry, that's sinful. That's hypocritical. That's a lie. You can't deliver those kind of disciples. As a matter of fact, you're delivering them into the hands of the devil. Look what when you go and say, take these shots, you're delivering them over to Maya. You're a servant of Maya. So that's the Lord's pointing this out. I'm only commenting on what I'm seeing. I'm not serving those guys. You are. You're leading. I'm not leading my disciples into that. You hear me talking about that? You even do your own investigation. You see, hey man, this ain't right.
Yeah.
See? Those who are being bewildered are believing in these liars and cheaters, which are the world is being led because the mode of ignorance is in charge. It's given sanction. It's in the Bible. It says the Lord is giving sanction over for a time. See, but protecting us, but not protecting them. That's why, hey man, your chance, you Charya Dave and Govinda, whatever his name is, and whoever else is advocating the shot. This is your chance. If you don't listen to good sense, then you're taken out because you're believing in the Lord's Maya. It's illusion. And if Radhanath gets up there, then we'll know it's really happening. It gets up and goes for the needle, So that's just their opportunity. It's not that I, just coming out and just randomly, hey man, this is your chance to not go that way. But if you go that way, and you'll be destroyed. Your bodies will. Who knows what else? It's this stuff they're putting in as a DNA changer and all that stuff, man. Just it's weird shit, man. Yeah. That's why the Lord ultimately steps in, because it gets so radical. When these demons come in force, and this is the most radical time that's ever been, I think. It's been something like, it's really radical, weird shit changes and kind of like it's destroyed Atlantis like this. They started to manipulate the DNAs and stuff, and they started to create monsters and, weird shit, so they're doing that again. Then they're coming back. Yeah, so that's why you see these movies. They're all predictive programming, all these Marvel things and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So go ahead, read some more. Actually, you know what? Let's chant a little bit now. Let's chant.
All right.
Yeah, it's been intense. I've been a bad boy too much.
I like the intensity. I like that video. I don't know where it is, Guru Maharaj, the one of Guranga in the lake. That was a lovely video. But that's one of many, isn't it? I mean, all these things are happening just like what? Because of you. That's what Krishna said, man. And if people can't accept that.
Yeah. Well, this opportunity for people to get Krishna in this life. So, they want.
Otherwise, it's a long wait. It could be a very, 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 very long wait with the situation on Bhumi where it's going. It's getting so dark.
Yeah. Isn't that what Jesus said? If you believe in me, you'll get the Holy Spirit. Didn't it?
It's a generic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, same thing. Didn't Lord Chaitanya say the same thing? So many millions of people got the Holy Spirit of devotion. And here it's again happening.
Yeah.
Look, so many people are getting bhakti, devotion, real devotion, pure love of God. So yeah, this is real deal, man. This is light of conclusive truth. This is the real where it's happening. You want to be in the pastimes of the Lord's here. Otherwise, that's what pastimes of the Lord. That's the pastimes in Maya, so more or less Maya. This is the Lord's spiritual pastimes. Liberate. He wants to deliver devotees. This is a place to be delivered, man. Come here for deliverance. You want to ready for deliverance? You want to drink something better than the Holy Grail? This is the Holy Grail here. This bhakti. this devotion. It's all here, it's right in the palm, you can come here. You just show the Lord that you come and listen and get purified to the point you become like the devotees, like, yeah, man, this is really real. Wow, I'm so great, and then you relish the peace.
Yeah.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Get us some music, man. How about the Monster Mash? You ready for that?
Yeah, the monster.
Did you like that? Did you like that one?
Yeah, I like that one, yeah.
Janaki liked that. I'll sing this for her. Dedicate this one to her. She likes that.
Who else liked it?
I used to like that song when I was a kid. It was in the early. This is for the little. We'll invite everybody, even the demons come. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Will mash your monsters. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There we go. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, come on in. Join with the Mridanga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, my voice is finished. I can't sing anymore. Okay. I guess maybe a bit intense today. It was an interesting show.
Why?
All right. Thanks, Govinda, for participating here and everybody else. Let's see. Oh, great. Yeah. I like that. Janaki says, mashing her monsters. We're mashing our monsters. This is great. Mashing them up like mashed potatoes. Yeah. All right, Govinda. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everybody. My voice is finished, man. It loves. Spent out, man.